My thoughts on that Joel scene it's very heartbreaking because of what happens to him the next day. It's very hard to watch. I do wish he would have apologized for lying to her at least. I mean, he didn't need to apologize for saving her life, but I wish he would have apologized to lying to her. Maybe what he could have, you know, been like, I just didn't know how to tell you. I just didn't know what to say. Like, I wanted to protect you. Anything. Maybe that's something that he planned on. He just didn't have the words for in that moment. Yet the entire point of the story was how revenge doesn't lead to closure, happiness. Exactly. That's what happened with both characters. Abby got her revenge. She still could not sleep, and it wasn't until she started giving back that she started to feel better and could sleep. Ellie realized as she was getting ready to kill Abby that she was still having like flashbacks to PTSD, still not being able to have peace, like even as she was killing this woman. And I think she knew that wasn't going to help. I don't have any information on part 3. I can tell you guys what I would like to see in part 3, but I have no idea what Naughty Dog is doing. I have not worked there in like 5 years. So, or 4 years, I don't know. Yeah, killing Abby was not going to bring her closure. And for Ellie's sake, for her own sake, I'm honestly really glad that she didn't kill Abby, because I think that would have pushed her over the edge a little bit. Quality assurance team! I love my QA testers. It is very sad that Joel didn't get to fully rebuild his relationship with Ellie. Yeah, she did end up saving Abby. Abby would have died on her own. Like, Abby would have died had Ellie not shown up. Killing would have just been killing another child's Joel. Exactly. Like, here comes me in the credits. All right. Special thanks. I know a lot of people in here. You thought it was a fitting conclusion to the franchise? I could see a part 3 happening. All right. Where am I? There's me. There's Casina. Where's Jasper? Where's Jasper? I don't see him. I don't see Jasper. At the bottom. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. What did I think of the whole story? I honestly like this game. I like this game. I like any game. There are some things that I wish were done differently. No game is perfect. I do wish, like, I think it would have been cool if the story was formatted a little bit different, or maybe very different. But overall, I like the story. I like the characters. There's no characters in this game that I don't like. Like, even Isaac, who I think is menacing and scary, threatening. Probably not a good dude. Doesn't seem like a good dude. I think he served his purpose well. And I do wish he got a little bit more time to breathe. Like, we got a little bit more information on them. I think some stuff got cut out about Isaac. Yeah, Isaac freaked me out too, but I still liked him. I liked all the characters. Isaac is shady, yeah. I like most of the plot points. I do wish I have some ideas for what I think would have been cool. I do think, like, we're gonna see at the end of the credits what happened, kinda. You guys know. Girl, Isaac was a war criminal. Yeah, he was, but I think his character served a purpose. I don't think he's a good person. You know what I mean? I think that he was there for a purpose, and that character served the purpose correctly. Like, I'm not, like, judging these people as if they're real. That'd be weird. If all these people were real, I don't think I'd like any of them. Like, maybe Dina and Jesse. Owen would probably be fine. Lev, yeah. Mel seems a little uptight, but I might get along with her. Alice would be cool. I'd be down to hang out with Alice. Like, that's about it. I don't think I'd like any of these people in real life. I knew the whole story. I've known the story longer than all of you, unless you worked at Naughty Dog too. Like, I got the story pitch like 5 years ago. So I've always known what was going on. I would go there occasionally. I had lots of friends who worked there. I would go there occasionally to do some like little concept art stuff, and they would show me occasionally what they were working on. I want to be friends with Jimmy. Jimmy's like actually the coolest. No, I did not meet. The only people I met are Casina. That was way after the game came out. I met Laura way before production started on the game. Not way before, but I met Laura at the Lost Legacy release party. Thoughts on somewhat misleading the marketing? I don't know. That shit doesn't bother me, really. I know a lot of people were upset, but I honestly would have loved if the game had no Ellie and Joel marketing. But I know that that's not what people want. I thought it'd be cool if it was just like scenes and you knew nothing. What do I want for part 3? I just want the credits to end so I can like have a full screen and have a real conversation with you guys. I want to see like the part. New Game Plus. I should have done New Game Plus here. This is a Jordan hate club. I don't think it is. Yeah, they have an outline for the story, I guess. I don't know anything about it. If Naughty Dog comes to use my face for part 3 again, would I do it? Yeah, if they wanted to. Man, these credits are long. I'm gonna use the restroom really quick. Oh yeah, we'll check the models and extras. Good idea. 1 second. Did I work on God of War? A little bit. Tiny bit. I'm in the credits. I did a little bit of work on God of War through my current company. I made like a few textures. I just kind of supported. Oh yeah, okay. Look. If this is your first time seeing this game, this means that Abby and Lev made it to Catalina Island. They made it. They did it. I want to go to Catalina Island sometime. I'm glad they made it. Okay, yeah, let's go look at the models. After all the ridiculous hate, did it ever make you regret being part of the game at all? No. This is still the coolest thing that ever this is still the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. Model viewer, I'm losing my mind. No, it's Santa Clarita. As you can see, I got all the Abby models because I wanted to look at myself. Grounded permadeath win. Oh my goodness. Maybe one day. Look at little baby Abby. Little baby Avo. Her horrible brown collared shirt that I hate. Looks good on her. It just does. I would not wear that. Santa Clarita. Excuse me. Santa. What is the name of that fucking island? Catalina Island. It's Catalina Island. I get all the places here in Los Angeles and Southern California mixed up. Okay, my camera's laggy. Oh wow, it is. So they used you know, reference photos of me to make this character, to make younger Abby. I think my face was a little bit more slender when I was younger. That's the main difference, and that's just the difference between me and Abby in general, I think. 17-year-old Abby. They didn't scan me in when I was younger. They scanned me in for adult Abby. Young Abby looks like me. I sent them old photos of me from when I was young for that, for younger Abby, when I was like a teenager. That's me when I'm in the rain and unhappy. This is me when I'm sunburnt and stuff, just chilling. Somebody told me Abby doesn't wear jeans, and bam, look at that. Look at that. Those are fucking jeans. That's me when I just like spend way too much time in the sun and forget to eat and stuff. This is me when I'm not doing so well. Oh, serious Joel. Dina. Abby's muscles were not real. Were real. Like, people look like Abby. There are women that look like Abby. Why are the characters like shadows? Because I haven't unlocked them all. Let's do this. So, there are a lot of... So, I'm going to say right now, my favorite thing about Abby is actually her muscles. And I'm going to tell you why, and that is because after the game came out, and people found out who I was, there were so many women that were just so happy to see a character that looked like them, and women who would message me and be like, I love Abby, like it's so cool to see like a strong woman, like somebody who's like built differently than you normally see in video games. And it warmed my fucking heart to see so many people just be so excited to see somebody that looked like them, you know? I thought that was so cool. I love that Abby is strong. I think that is fucking dope because we need to see more types of people in games. It was so cute. Like when like women would like send me like messages and pictures of them flexing. It's great. There's women that look, there's all shapes and sizes of people and colors, and everybody looks different, and everybody deserves it to have that awesome feeling of seeing somebody who looks like you or reminds you of you in a video game or TV or movies or whatever. Like, it's fucking awesome. Like, I love when I see characters that I relate to remind me of myself. Everybody deserves to have that. That's all. Yeah, I fucking love it. I love to see more diversity in video games. The representation with Lev too. Yeah, people should be elated that they're not being fed the same looking characters over and over again. Does Abby remind me of me at all? Her personality is pretty different than mine. She's very driven. She's kind of serious. I'm kind of goofy, and I'm not like the most driven person. I do love that she went back and took care of saved those kids, though. I don't know. I kind of see myself in that a little bit, like a little, you know, like the maternal instinct to like take care of these children. I mean, I do love Abby. I understand Abby's side of the story. I understand Ellie's side of the story too. It is interesting because before I played the game, I always thought of Abby as myself, like as a joke. You know, I'd be like, oh, when I go do this thing in the game, like before I played it the first time, like it was like in my head, Abby was me. If that makes any sense. But after playing the game, she feels like a different person. Like that's Abby. You know, because it's the reason your fan base has grown so much. Now it's the time to ask, have you ever streamed for some so before we get like into the nitty-gritty, I do want to talk about my thoughts for part 3. So I'm going to remind you guys right now, I've not worked at Naughty Dog for like 4 years, so I have no idea what they're working on right now. I have no idea what their plans are for part 3. I don't know if they're going to make a part 3. I don't know what they're doing whatsoever, so this is not news. This is just my thoughts, okay? What I would like to see in part 3 and I know many of you are not going to like this, but I think Abby's story is done. I don't think that we would see, or I don't think we should see Abby again in part 3. Like, I love Abby. I think it'd be cool to see more of her, but I think Abby's story is done. You know, she made it. You guys can't see it, but I'm looking at it again. She made it to Catalina Island. She made it back to the Fireflies. She and Lev are safe. What I want to see, you guys know in Avatar: The Last Airbender, when the episode Zuko Alone, I want to see Ellie alone. Like, I want to see Ellie on her own, learning to face her fear of being by herself, being left alone, learning to survive, coming to terms with everything that's happened, learning to deal with her trauma. Like, I would love to see Ellie alone game. And I would love to see more games with Ellie after that. Another thing I would really like, and I think would be unpopular, is a big time jump. I want to see Ellie in her like 30s, but maybe that wouldn't happen right away. I want to see Ellie like in her 30s or 40s. Like, I want to see Ellie getting older, maybe going a little crazy, but also I want to see her start to heal as well and like reach her full potential. Yeah, I want to see people older. But I like to see her back with Dina. I think she's hurt Dina too much. I want to see her doing her own things. I'm always referencing Avatar. It's like my favorite. So yeah, I don't know. It would be cool to have I would love to see more Abby. Obviously, I think she's great, but I don't think it makes sense to continue having Abby's story. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want to see Ellie in her I want to see middle-aged Ellie in the woods doing her thing, going crazy in the woods for a bit, and then coming to terms with stuff. Yeah, I want to see Ellie get some sleep and go to therapy too. I do feel like it's Ellie's story is left open-ended, but Abby's story feels done at the end of this game. What do you think about open world Naughty Dog game? I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, maybe they would try. I don't see that happening. What else did I want to talk about the game? So my big thing with this game is people try to justify what Abby did, and let's justify what Ellie's doing, justify what Joel did, when all these decisions that these people did, all these bad things that these people did that ended up having consequences. I truly believe that they thought they were doing what was right in the moment. Sometimes they took it too far. That includes Jerry, that includes Joel, that includes Abby and Ellie. I think the true villain, the true problem is the world that they live in. You know what I mean? Like, this post-apocalyptic world is the real villain in this story. Society. I understand where all these characters are coming from and why they did these things. I don't think there's right and wrong in this world. I think people just try to do what's best for them and protect the people that they live in. Society is the problem. We live in a society. What if I just ended stream right there? Just like the violent nature of humanity in general. Or yeah, honestly, a lack of society. You're right, Mountain. Oh, okay, Dina. Okay, yeah, somebody kept asking what made me like Dina, and I feel like what I like about Dina is I feel like she's very level-headed. You know, she supports Ellie, but she the part where you go to the TV station, the part where she goes to they go to the TV station and they find Leah dead, and Dina is like, well, I mean, Leah didn't really hurt Joel, so we shouldn't hurt her, or would you really hurt her? Would you really, she didn't actually do it, so it's not really, she's not our enemy necessarily. I can't remember the exact line is, but you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know, she just seems level-headed. She doesn't want more violence than necessary. I really love the way she and Jesse handle the end of their relationship while still being friends with, still having, obviously Dina's in a relationship with Ellie now. Jesse's chill and still hanging out with Ellie, still friends. They're still good friends. She's the voice of reason. Exactly. I always like the voice of reason characters in games. Yeah, you don't have to agree with the characters, but still empathize with them. Yeah, I think some of the stuff the people in these games do is dumb and excessive, but I still empathize with them, No, think only angry. The Scars of the Wolf. I think the Scars won. I think that it's kind of hinted at that when you find the what's that thing called? When you hear the radio when you're going into the theater. I think it's we're all fucking dying. The wolves talking on the radio. I think the Scars won. I think they killed a lot of Scars, but I think it was a narrow victory for the Scars. Scar believers in. Am I getting a PS? I want a PS5, but I don't have one. I have no plan to get one because they're so hard to come by right now. Returnal looks cool, but like I said, I don't have a PS5. Yeah, Sony, give me a PS5, please. Sony, if you're out there, it's your girl Jocelyn. Please provide with me a PS5, and I will stream all of your fine games for the people. It wasn't just one city that was infected with the bacteria. Based on biology, most of the planet would be infected, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the whole, like, are you talking about the cordyceps? I think cordyceps like took over the world. I would love to see Last of Us in like other countries, like see how other countries are dealing with, you know, the infection. Favorite flashback in the game? I do like when they find the aquarium. I think that is my favorite one. On Ellie's side, I like museum is cute. Museum's good, but I also like when they go to get the guitar strings, you know. What is my least favorite moment in the game? I was like, I don't like the dog violence. I also do not like Joel's death scene. Like, it's not that I don't. Okay, yeah, I need to clear that up. People in YouTube comments are like, see, even she hates this, like blah blah blah, and that's not true. I just hate watching it. One, because it's brutal for anybody to watch, and two, because people fucking threaten to kill me because of that scene. So it's a little bit difficult for me to watch. So I hate watching it. And it is hard. Tilu 2 hinted Europe multiple times for Tilu 3. I did not. That's interesting. Oh, thank you, Pano. I don't know about the Tilu. I think it's really cool that they got the woman who plays Marlene to play Marlene in the Tilu series. You saw a Tilu hate post on Reddit with a clip of your reaction watching that scene. You tell them I do not consent to them using me for that shit. I don't care, whatever. It's hard to watch, man. Just fighting Abby in your first playthrough. Did you stop fighting and just let Ellie lose? I know quite a few people who couldn't go through with it. I think I did just to see what would happen, but like I already knew what was gonna happen, so I didn't. I got a really bad bug the first time I played The Last of Us Part 2. I got a bug where Lev was just like standing next to the boat during that fight. You know, I'm sure it's been posted. I've seen pictures of it on like Twitter and stuff. We're like they're fighting and then Lev's just like awkwardly standing next to the boat, and it just kind of, it took me out of it a little bit. It was still like frustrating. But did I play the game early even by a few days? I did not. I actually played it late. I was very, very busy when the game came out. I was working on 2 projects at the time, so I was working a lot of overtime, and I actually didn't I played it like a few weeks later than after it came out. What did it feel like the first time I heard Laura's voice coming out of my face? It was weird. I was like, that's not what I sound like. But with all those hateful messages you've gotten, you've never been seriously scared for your safety, you know, with all the madmen around. I have been scared. Actually, do I have favorite scenery? I really love all the, like, Seattle. I love how it's like flooded with like rapids. Like I love what they did with Seattle, how the world is much more overgrown. It's so green. I love it. When did I finally get used to seeing Abby? It was like a few months after the game came out. Do I ever get tired of talking about the game? Yeah, I do. I get tired of talking about it when I'm playing a different game and people come on the stream and start asking me about it, and I'm like, I'm playing something else right now. Why not 7? Because I thought about playing 7 first and then playing 8, but I decided I do not want to. Jackson's nice too. It just colder. It looks cold. I don't want to be there. It looks cold. People reaction when we walk in the streets. Nobody recognizes me out there. I've never been recognized on the streets. I don't go outside. Was I ever hesitant to play The Last of Us stream? Yeah. I just wanted to wait until it was less fresh in my mind. Like I wanted to wait a while before. Are we back? Hello? Hello? I'm back? Hi? That was weird. Okay, cool. Yeah, Streamlabs just like stopped. It just like closed. I wasn't even touching the computer. It just stopped. That was really weird. Yeah, please refresh. Who's my favorite Wolf Crew character? Good question. I like Owen. I like how I don't like how he cheats on his girlfriend. That's fucking shitty, but I like, you know, he just seems like he's too good for this world, to be completely honest. Like, not too good, but like he's just not cut out for this world. You know what I mean? He's a nice dude. He's like, you know how like he's one of those guys who tends to take the path of least resistance until he like sees something he wants. Do you think some who praise the game read too much into it? Maybe some of them. Some people hate Abby and they don't understand her feelings. It does make me sad when people don't, you know, like still don't understand Abby after, because I'm like, it bums me out. I mean, it's fine. They're allowed to not like it. Like, I don't care if people don't like the game. They're allowed to have their opinions. It's just when I don't like when they come at me about it. I'm like, why are you still talking about it? Because she did kill Joel. She did kill Joel, but Joel killed her dad. Sad. That sucks. I don't like that she killed Joel. I don't like that Joel killed her dad, but I also don't like that her dad was gonna kill Ellie. It just sucks. It just sucks all around. Damn, did I freeze again? What the fuck? Maybe we'll talk more some other time. I'm sorry Streamlabs is being so lame. Thank you guys so much. I'll figure out what's going on with Streamlabs, so hopefully this won't happen again. Of course, on the biggest stream does this shit. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. This was so great. We'll talk more about it sometime. I'm so sorry about my computers being horrible. Okay, bye everybody.